Welcome to Dragon's Tome, episode 32, issue 32, Dragon Magazine. We're going through every one chronologically, starting from the beginning. We're up to 32. We're in December 79. We're almost into the 1980s. We're on the...
It's Merry Christmas!
It's Christmas. Peace on Earth. And I'm Rob, by the way.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Chopper.
And we're here to talk about Dragon Magazine. The cover this time is a Christmas scene where toy soldiers are attacking a poor child.
We are looking at a homicide that's going to happen any minute now.
The interesting thing is the artist of this this masterpiece is Phil Folio. And the reason I was like, I know that name, is because later in life he did a bunch of magic cards. He was a huge magic card artist. Jack, I'm sure you would remember him if you saw some of his pictures in Magic, because he did a lot of them. I think he did a lot of the goblins. He was a goblin guy.
Is that his name in the couch?
Yes, it is. That's his signature. Yep. He also has Tim for Tim Kask as a stocking and TSR. I should have said Gary, but hey. Yeah. Super lifelike toy soldiers.
Gary is TSR.
That's true. That's probably it.
I had a Art of Dragon magazine, and was in it. This
Really?
And this predates when I was collecting, but I remember this one as being like a fun kind of like irreverent kind of thing, and it more and more the covers look like this.
Yeah, a little bit of humor in them.
Pew pew pew.
I will notice that the price is $2.50, but we'll get to that.
Oh no,
Jesus!
We'll get to that. Why it's that price in 1 second when I get to Dragon Rumbles. Cover to covers first. Yeah, screw you, cover to cover. You're on the wrong page. Dragon Rumbles. The price is up because there's a module in this magazine, a whole module, and he does say T-shirts are coming soon, so you can expect some Dragon T-shirts. And but you do expect a full-time price increase due to inflation coming soon. I think Pat mentioned in a few episodes ago there is a recession on, and I think we're going to be seeing.
Thanks, Jimmy Carter.
Oh, and this is where he talks about White Dwarf being a purely D&D make, and we talked about that last episode, where it's
nice.
No, it isn't. It is not Purdue. It's going to become a competitor. So there you go. That is Dragon Rumbles. It's a long ways to say little things. That's Timothy Kask. Who shall we start with today? Since, Jack, you like to talk a lot, let's start with Jack.
Okay, well, I'm going to do the obvious. We're going to shoot down to PDF 49.
Oh, it's the module.
And Rob did mention that it is here, and it is a full module, as full as they would be, say, in Dungeon or something in upcoming.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, this would be an equivalent of a one-shot today.
It was an
Yes.
IDDC entry, I guess, that won. What's IDDC?
So, DDC.
I don't know.
I wonder if it was the predecessor for the RPGA.
I don't know. Anyways, it's
Independent Dungeons and Dragons Council.
Maybe.
In Indiana?
Oh, is that what the award show? What was the award show? Is that who that is? Maybe that's what this is. Anyways, yes, Jack, go on. Please tell us. Did you read the actual article? Because if you have to DM it if you read it.
It is quite long, so no, I didn't. But look at the classic art in the front.
I read most of it.
Carl Maris. The second page of it is a classic D&D map with the cross-hatching, like the houndstooth or whalebone. It is, everything about it brings back nostalgia. And yeah, you if you scroll through, it's got it's laid out in the same ways that I hated about D&D modules. I never liked the way they were laid out.
Really?
And yeah, no, they were always bad. But it's got some of the classic little pictures of weapons and people and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm highlighting the fact that there is pages and pages of this this module in a Dragon magazine.
20-page module, I think, or something like that.
Yes.
15 pages, something. Nice. There you go. So if you want to play The Fell Pass, Pat's going to run it for us because he read it. So there you go. Pat, what's your first article?
My first article is going to go to page 8 on the PDF.
Weapons of the Far East.
Weapons of the Far East. It's a little great article on the variations of the weapons that dominated the Asian world. And just like the other things where we read the polearm article, where we got to put together all the pictures and things, this is similar to it, but mostly Chinese, Japanese, and Korean weaponry, as well as the first crossbow.
And unfortunately, very late on the pictures. It is not a... when you mentioned that polearm episode, where it was more of a... I don't know.
There was more pictures that definitely fell.
Every single one had a picture, yeah. This one, it's just got a few here and there.
Yeah.
And then this one talked more, and it talks a little more on the construction, on how things were made too, so, and their utilitarian uses.
Yeah. It is a interesting article on weapons of the Far East. As I always say, it's Oriental Adventures. They're really seeding in. I think there's also, I don't know if anybody has this, there's a samurai article in this one too. So they're really preparing for that book. I'm not sure how long before that comes out, but I would assume that was pretty late 80s, I think, when Oriental Adventures.
Yeah, that was second edition when that came out.
Yeah. Anyways, so that was Weapons of Far East, and we did Jack, right? We already did you, right? Did we?
I have been done. I have been thoroughly done.
Back to you.
We're going to be page 16, I believe. We're going to Sage Advice again because I think it's hilarious. Jean Wells, or Jean Wells, or Jean Wells.
Jean Valjean.
She starts off by saying, I remember a long time ago they were talking about Dungeon Master's Guide, and they had all the people talking about all the things they didn't like in it, and she was the one that said about the bearded dwarves, the women, how shouldn't have beards. And, I guess it's just been following her around. Everybody says it's like just completely, and I think maybe even got back to Gygax that people are saying this. So she has a long thing about, well, he wrote the book, it's up to him, like, and she's nipping at the bud here. She's just like, don't talk about bearded dwarves anymore, women. I don't believe they have beards, but it's Gygax's game. He believes they have beards, and that's it. So I guess it's been a controversy, I guess. Yeah.
You can't you can't butt heads with the G-Man. We've already seen what happens to everyone else in this magazine. You lose your column. You have to write a column about how you can't tell Gary Gygax what to do. She better watch herself. Watch yourself. Check yourself before he wrecks herself. Also, someone asked a question if they had an argument about using telekinesis to make an arrow go to the speed of sound. It's doing 600 damage, and she's like, no, that's stupid. There is a max things. But it does say that the highest damage possible at this point in D&D, AD&D, is a Platinum's Dragon's Breath. It's 168 points of damage. That's interesting. I found that very interesting. Someone also says they beat Asmodeus after 3 months of playing. So I saw that. So they want to know how the hierarchy of hell is situated now. And kids be weird, but she pretty much says he's screwed now because Asmodeus is going to come for you. So I hope this kid has nightmares after this. She told him that. And she also was like, how the hell did you beat Asmodeus after 3 months of playing? But yeah. Anyways. Someone also has gotten their character pregnant, which I thought was weird.
How does she handle it?
That was the one I was like, I bailed. This might be my last sage advice because some of these are so dumb, and that one was like, that might be the one where I'm like, okay.
But she answered very nicely and then teased a future article about women adventurers and how to deal with certain things like this. But she pretty much says, you get pregnant, you're done. That's it. Also, someone is two-timing their game husband with a god. Okay. Like, why are you mentioning this to this poor girl? She jokes that she told her mom that she's going to be writing Dear Abby for D&D players, and it's turning out to be that way. It's really weird, some of these questions they ask. And obviously it's not for this article. They just must be writing into TSR with these questions, because this is too early for people to know that this exists. So these must be just things they get in the mail, which is weird. So that's it. So it's Sage Advice. It's a
Chef's kiss.
Jack, what's your next one?
I only have ads left.
Oh. Pat, do you have another one?
I do. I have page 18.
Ooh, the layman's tiny hut.
On Beelman's tiny hut.
How dare you?
18? Oh, there it is.
16 on the PDF.
I can never find it because the title is so small.
Yeah, it's in the way. So this, Len Akovka has been a staple of D&D forever and uses his articles are very well. But this is by far the worst article I've read, in a Dragon magazine. It's just ridiculous.
I would have normally gone to this one. And this one I decided I'm done with the articles. I'm done. I can't.
This is the most ridiculous. And coming from Len, it really makes me wonder if December was just the day that everyone says, it's Christmas, let's just take a break. And
they're all drunk for the Christmas party and wrote this.
Yeah, December 5th was the last day of work until January. Just get everything in by December 5th so you can have vacation, is what it seems like to me. Because this crazy-ass article is basically mixing insects with all the goblinoid races to make new creatures.
I want to wobbly.
He's on his 8th eggnog talking about scorpo orcs speaking Scorpish.
Yeah, Scorpish.
I like skags. What's a skag?
A skag is a mixture of any one of those four. Any one of those four, Scorpiorc, Coasps, Antold, and Woblins. Any two of those can create.
Shouldn't it be a ska?
And then their child would be a skag.
I like Woblins though. I love that name.
As soon as I read Scorpish, I nearly lost it. I was like, oh my god.
Scorporc.
You got a kobold and a wasp. You got a scorpion and an orc.
What's an antoid?
It's an ant and the kobold.
Kobold and an ant, yeah.
And
what's a woblin?
A woblin is a wasp and a goblin.
So there's two wasp ones?
No,
Woblin.
Kobold and a wasp and a goblin and a wasp. So there are two.
That's just lazy. You couldn't find something else?
See? It's December 5th. You got to get him in. He's going to get a vacation from...
It should have been a bee and it would have been a boblin.
What's even worse is that the skag's going to be clerics and magic users.
Ooh, skag.
And you think anyone was like, hey, you could have even like, why don't you shut up?
You shut up.
I'll make you into a woblin.
I really like this nug, and then I said, shut up.
He said wasp twice. I really like wasps.
Yeah. There you go. Waspinators.
So, needless to say, oh God, what happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
Usually I can find a silver lining in some of these articles, but this is the one that broke me.
I'm glad you brought it up, though. I didn't have the stomach to. I went right to the ads. I'm glad you persevered. You foraged on, and yeah.
I do have one last little thing. It's out on a limb on page 5 of the PDF. Somebody calls out people with high-level characters, which we've been doing, and they actually say...
high!
They actually say that would take, 3 years to get to enough to have some of these characters, and they're playing, like, saying 43, to get 43rd level character, you have to be playing 3 years, and it's like 25 hours a week or something like that to get there. It's like crazy amounts of time. Anyways.
He's not wrong.
But the editors is like, yeah, it's cheating, but who cares? It's their games. Like, you're not playing them. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
But
it
is
does
so funny.
bring up a point. I'm going to play devil's advocate to a point, not about that's blatantly cheating. Have you guys ever had to you get the module and you go, oh, it's characters level this.
Oh, you just pump
Well, crap.
them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a 43rd level. There's no module for above
yes.
that. So.
Yes, I'm not defending that. I'm just saying, was there ever a time where you're like, oh, well, it says it's from level, 7 to 9.
We'd make like 10th level characters right away.
We'll just have to make a little character that's in the pocket there and then go.
Yeah. Not to play the lower levels. Yeah, just jump right to 10th. Just kind of play from there for some of them. But yeah, that was you can't
Amazon another module.
Yeah. It's not like it is now. Yeah, you play what you got. You didn't. I guess you're supposed to look on the module, but we never did. You just kind of got what you got. It had a cool cover.
Secondhand bookstore. You just you pick it up. You go, oh, that's it.
Yeah. Okay, your first ad, Jack. What page is that on?
We're gonna go to page 33 in the PDF. 33.
Oh, is this?
Come on up.
Is this the Magic Ogre upside down?
This is the Magic Ogre upside down. Now, it's funny because
is this them trying to throw shade at Ogre?
No, I think
this is the second Ogre Chaosium
Martian
upside
metals
down. But just below the article that is upside down, it says, "Tell them you saw it in the dragon."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I saw it. It was upside down.
I hope Martian Metals were like, we'd like our money back, or at least some credit. You put our freaking ad upside down. Like, how does that happen?
Good,
Jack, you're in the printing. You used to be in the printing business. Is this easy to do?
No, it would be very difficult to do, and that's why I believe it's probably either on purpose or a slight. Because when you're laying it out, you're even someone proofing it at a glance, it would never get to a press sheet situation. Someone would, it would be impossible.
Unless they're like, hey, print our thing upside down so we get more attention.
I suppose so. They are getting still 40 years later, people going, oh, well, look, you want to play Ogre? Yeah, so that's my ad.
Yeah. Anything else, Pat? You got any ads?
I don't have any ads.
Yeah, I don't have any ads either. So yeah, that'll come to the wrap. This is a quick one. This didn't have too much in it. None of us were.
No, this one was not.
Well, the module took up a lot.
The module took a lot of it, yeah, and that stupid article hurt my soul.
It hurt my soul. I think it was.
There was a Druid article. Sure. Yeah, there was a Druid article that was kind of like a history lesson, but we already covered that like 10 episodes ago. They already had a Druid one that was much better. There's some other stuff. It was not the best, so
yeah, I think it was thrown.
It's better we just move along.
I really do think that they were given a 3-week Christmas break, and December 5th was their last day at work.
And the Christmas party was they already had eaten the potluck, so they're all kind of just sleepy and
emphasis on pot.
Yeah. That too.
Well, this has been episode 32 of Dragon's Tome. I've been Rob.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Chopper.
Please do check out our Facebook page. You can look up Dragon's Tome. We are on, obviously you're seeing this on YouTube. We also have affiliate links for the old Drive-Thru RPG, so please support us that way. And we'll see you next week for Dragon 33. 33.
Bye-bye. Hopefully there'll be no bugs.
Bye-bye.